From the campus of the University of Alabama, live, local news. From Alabama's home team, this is WVUA News at 10.
Welcome to this special split edition of WVUA News at 10. I'm Tamika Alexander, and Daniel Sparkman is live from 15th Street and McFarland Boulevard tonight, the heart of Tuscaloosa's tornado zone. Daniel, things look a lot different there than they did 2 years ago.
That's right, Tamika, and a good evening to you. We are live here at Full Moon Barbecue, just one of the many places here along 15th Street and McFarland Boulevard that was destroyed on April 27th. But first, let's talk about that devastation. On April 27th, most of the buildings along this intersection of McFarland and 15th Street were destroyed by that devastating EF4 tornado. That includes Krispy Kreme, CVS, the Full Moon Barbecue, and the Wood Square Shopping Center. Also, all of the homes in the Cedar Crest neighborhood just adjacent to where this full moon is located. Now, several people also lost their lives in this area. Now, today there is a revitalization going on. Full Moon, Krispy Kreme, and CVS have all rebuilt and reopened. There aren't any homes here, but a new housing development is going up in place of the old Wood Square Shopping Center, and there's still more development going on here as well. A number of other businesses and housing developments are going up right now as well. Now, the Walker County community of Cordova is one of the areas hardest hit on April 27th. Its downtown was heavily damaged, and today marks a significant step in that city's revitalization. WVUA's Travis Leader joins us now. He was there today and has more on what's going on in that community.
Yes, and Daniel, as you may remember, on April 27, 2011, Walker County community of Cordova hit by an EF3 and an EF4 tornado on that day. And ever since then, the downtown community has remained untouched and damaged until today, when demolition began.
I've had the quivers. My jaw's been shaking all morning. It's just, it's heart-wrenching. It really is.
Many emotions are pouring out in the Cordova community as history is being demolished to rubble. But for this tornado-ravaged town, it's a new beginning.
And we've seen an economic decline for my entire life. I've watched buildings close up and board their windows and things like that. But obviously memories and stories from my father's generation, my grandfather's generation, they saw a booming mill town. They saw, theaters and pool halls and ice cream parlors and everything you would imagine from a stereotypical downtown. They had it.
Some residents say they've become tired of seeing the decaying downtown and are excited to see what will be Cordova's new Main Street.
I'm looking forward to a walkable community that I can have with the boys. We can get in our wagon and come down to the grocery store again instead of having to load up in the truck.
And the grocery store is the first item on the agenda for a revitalized downtown, which Mayor Gilbert says can sustain a community.
It's given us a blank slate to work with where we can rebuild and we can come back and we can become that beautiful mill village that we were and get our population back, get our people back, and get all our amenities back that we were missing.
We are strong and we will bounce back. We're Cordova.
Now, earlier this year, federal officials said that they would give the city of Cordova $840,000 to begin this long-delayed work on the downtown area. And Daniel, that will be 90% of the cost share for the city, so that's going to help them out a lot.
So once they get all these buildings torn down, I've been there and there's a lot of buildings, but what are they planning to replace it with?
Well, the city of Cordova, they're going to try for their downtown area to build back with an homage to the old downtown, but also add some new flavors there. So it's something to definitely look forward to.
All right. Thanks so much, Travis. A new exhibit is of first-hand accounts of the April 27th tornado opened today in Tuscaloosa. It's called Listening to the Storm. It's housed at the Mildred Westervelt Warner Transportation Museum. First responders, volunteers, and survivors shared their stories of April 27th. It also shows the recovery throughout the past 2 years. It's a partnership between the museum, Alabama Public Radio, and the Tuscaloosa Public Library.
We could use this as a teaching tool, not just for today, but for years to come. And it's a place for school kids to come and listen and learn.
I always knew in the back of my head that every resident had a story to tell, and then I realized that the museum could be a venue for those stories.
The city of Tuscaloosa has planned a week of events to mark the 2 years since the April 27th tornado, and tomorrow, Wednesday, the Alberta Garden will hold a dedication there. On Thursday, the East Police Precinct will have an open house, and then on Friday, Alagasco will hold a Lighting the Way dedication, and all of those things going on in the coming days. Also tomorrow at 4 o'clock, Alberta Elementary will hold a groundbreaking for their new facility. Well, things are much different this week. Some beautiful conditions out there across much of central Alabama. Let's get a first check on our forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott. Richard?
Hey, Daniel, good Tuesday evening to you. Conditions still mild tonight. Temperatures just below the 70-degree mark. We got upper 60s officially in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, but it's getting a little cooler if you have been out and about. Satellite radar composite, no rain across our immediate coverage area. Some rain starting to develop out west, and we'll feature that rain in the forecast during the daytime hours tomorrow. Good chance for soaking rain at times. Not going to rain all day, but you will need that rain year round. What about the rest of the forecast and your weekend outlook? Weather is straight ahead.
A somber day in Auburn as a crew removed the iconic Tumors oak trees. Hundreds of Tigers fans gathered to witness their tradition coming to an end. It took several hours to remove the trees. 2 years ago, Alabama fan Harvey Updike poisoned the trees after Auburn beat Alabama in a football game. The university decided to remove the trees last year. They will be renovating Tumors Corner and planting new oaks. Fans say what happened has brought the Auburn nation closer together.
So I think it galvanized the whole community. If you saw the crowd that was here on Saturday, that was unbelievable. So I just think it's a new day dawning.
The university plans on renovating and replanting the oak trees. Until then, a system of wires will hang in Tumors Corner, so the post-game celebration lives on. The wood will be turned into souvenirs, and the money made will go towards a scholarship fund for future students. While a gas line break causing several UA buildings to evacuate is now repaired. Earlier this evening, a couple of sororities had to evacuate their houses on Magnolia Drive because of the break. Authorities responded to the scene just before 5. UAPD, Tuscaloosa Fire and Rescue, and Alagasco came to the scene. The Chi Omega and Phi Beta Phi houses had to evacuate for a brief period of time. And within a couple of hours, the gas line was repaired and the girls were allowed back into their buildings. The Tuscaloosa City Council leaders are looking at setting a new school supply sales tax holiday. The City Council Finance Committee approved a August 2nd through the 4th as the days where you can buy certain back-to-school items tax-free. In previous years, parents and students could use the window to purchase certain items that include clothing, computers, and school supplies. Tuscaloosa County and the City of Northport have also implemented similar holidays during that same time frame as the city in years past. According to the Alabama Retail Association, stores across the state see a big influx of customers. The sales tax holiday is a major boost to their business. Where there may soon be new fees at the Tuscaloosa Regional Airport. The Tuscaloosa City Council Finance Committee passed a measure which would authorize TDOT to charge various fees at the airport. Those fees include landing, fueling, and special events fees. City officials say these charges are common at most airports, and while this will help fund control tower operations after the FAA closure, these costs may stick around even if the federal cutback is discontinued.
What we hope is the FAA will continue to fund it in the manner that they have in the past, so it won't cost the taxpayers here the money, and that we'll be able to use the revenue that we create from the fees to be able to do some things at the airport that need to be done.
The increased charges are still subject to approval by the Tuscaloosa City Council. Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox is outlining his spending proposal for the city's $48 million housing and urban development grant money. The plan is addressing major infrastructure projects. A bulk of the money will be allocated toward road projects in several parts of the recovery zone. Other highlights of the plan include rebuilding Fire Station number 4, improving the city's water and sewer infrastructure, and bringing back the Salvation Army homeless shelter. One of the highlights of the mayor's proposal is a $2.8 million plan to construct an Alberta Technology Public Library. The 5,000 square foot facilities plans are currently being reviewed by the Tuscaloosa City School System.
We've got many issues to work through, but I really believe this is a great opportunity for partnership, and it's a great opportunity to deliver something that the people of Alberta asked us to deliver.
The plan is still subject to City Council approval. The Council can choose to amend, approve, or reject Mayor Maddox's initial proposal. It wasn't your average career night over at University Place Elementary School. Instead of listening to speeches given by professionals, students actually engaged in various projects and activities. They were shown how it can all lead to different career paths. WVUA's Lauren Woods takes us there.
From race cars to drums, different elements of science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics were all represented at University Place Elementary School Career Night. It's a new program that was implemented last August. STEAM founder Georgette Yackman says it's a program that strengthens kids' weaknesses and help them become team players.
Not just the advanced kids that are book smart, but all kids, everybody, even the really smart kids, have deficits and attributes, and it's making them work in teams so that they understand where everybody fits into the team and into the world, and they have to be on well-balanced teams.
Fifth grader Anna Turner says it makes school fun.
It's so much fun where you don't just have to get a piece of paper, look at it, take a test. You can just, it's like it's right there. You can, it's like a test in front of you, but it's hands-on. That's what I like about STEAM.
And we actually have 2 children here at University Place. They've been so excited about STEAM. They're coming home and they're talking about the things that they're learning. And you know, as a parent, you think about the opportunities that this provides for them in the future, broadens their interests, and we're just really, really proud.
Principal Darren Cameron says it's all about giving students the proper tools.
But it's just giving our students more opportunities. If we want future inventors, we need great opportunities for them to invent. If we want future artists, we need great opportunities for them to make art.
And with exposing kids to these opportunities, organizers say they hope it pushes students full steam ahead. Reporting in West End,
I hope the other schools will be able to experience STEAM too.
Lauren Woods, WVUA News.
Now the program is doing so well, school officials are thinking about allowing students not zoned for University Place to become a part of STEAM. Well, WVUA and Pepsi are teaming up for a contest on Twitter. We held a sign-up event today at the University of Alabama's Ferguson Center. All you have to do to enter is send a tweet with the hashtag #ITweet, I drink, I win to @WVUA contest. You have until April 28th to enter to win. The prize for winning is an Apple iPad. You can find the rules for the contest on WVUATV.com by clicking on the #ITweet, I win, I drink icon on the right side of our homepage. When WVUA News at 10 returns, we're going back out live with an update on the state of business along the 15th Street McFarland Boulevard intersection. And former 5-star recruit Trevor Lacey is leading the Crimson Tide men's basketball team. Gary Harris will have the story in Alabama's home team sports. And before we go to break, don't forget to follow your home team on Twitter. Follow us for the latest breaking news and what's happening all around Alabama and beyond.